The sequins felt like shards of glass against Carol's skin, each one a tiny reminder of the glittering prison she'd built for herself. Strictly, it was supposed to be a lark, a chance to dust off the cobwebs, maybe even rekindle a spark in her marriage. Instead, it had ignited a bonfire. Dimitri. His name tasted like forbidden fruit on her tongue. He was a whirlwind of tanned skin, smouldering eyes, and a body that moved with a primal grace that made her knees weak. From the first tentative hold, the electric current had surged. It wasn't just the dance, it was the way his hand lingered on her waist, the barely perceptible brush of his thigh against hers, the whispered instructions that felt like intimate confessions. The rehearsals were a pressure cooker. The cha-cha became a battle of wills, the tango a dance of desire. Each dip, each spin, each stolen glance fueled the inferno. The air in the studio throbbed with unspoken needs, thick with the scent of sweat and desperation. It started small, a lingering hug after a particularly grueling session, a shared cigarette outside in the biting November air, their breaths mingling in the frosty night. Then came the stolen kisses in the darkened costume room, fueled by adrenaline and a desperate need to feel something real. Their affair was a reckless dance on the edge of a precipice. Every stolen moment felt like a victory, a defiant act against the carefully constructed facade of her life. The pulsating rhythm of the music mirrored the frantic beat of her heart. The glitter and glamour of the show masked a raw, untamed hunger. One night, after a particularly intense performance, they found themselves alone in Dimitri's dressing room. The air crackled with anticipation. Clothes were shed with frantic urgency, buttons popping, zippers tearing. The dance floor was forgotten. There was only skin against skin, the desperate gasps, the primal groans. It was raw, unadulterated passion, a wildfire consuming everything in its path. Later, lying tangled in the sheets, the adrenaline subsided, leaving behind a chilling emptiness. The thrill was gone, replaced by the gnawing guilt and the stark reality of her choices. The sequins felt heavier now, the glitter tarnished. The dance was over, but the consequences were just beginning. The wild, thrilling ride had come to an abrupt halt, leaving Carol stranded in a wasteland of her own making.